Hey everybody, welcome to ICO or No, the series where we explore the crazy landscape that is the new ICO market. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeremy from Blockchain WTF, here to dissect the Latium ICO. In order to do so, we'll evaluate the token sale using the same 4 questions we use every video. So sit back, enjoy the video, and we'll get you up to date on everything Latium. So let's start with our first question. What is the Latium project and what problem does it hope to solve? Latium described itself as the first and only tasking platform to incorporate a totally automated rating system in tandem with a one-to-many task relationship structure. Now there's a lot in that description, but we'll help break it down for you. It's actually a really simple core concept. You need something done. Let's say your window breaks and you got to get it fixed. Otherwise, you're going to end up with rabid raccoons or something. One problem is that it's the weekend and the company that originally installed the window can't make it out until Monday morning. If only there was a system that you could trust to find an individual who knew how to repair the window. That's where Latium comes in. You simply post a job on the platform and wait for someone to respond to the job. But that's not the only type of job that can be posted. Besides face-to-face tasks, the platform allows for digital tasks to also be posted and completed. And if you have a task that requires more than one person, let's say you want 1,000 people to show up to an event, the platform allows for that as well. For tasks like that, the app has a really cool feature that uses geolocation in order to determine if you actually show up to a place and how long you stay there. And that's how the tasks are paid out. Latium aims to remove the trust that has to exist between two parties in order to get a job done. By offering the services they have on their platform, you wouldn't have to specifically trust the person, rather you're putting trust in the Latium platform. So how does the app establish trust between parties that don't know each other? You don't want to be letting any random individual into your house without at least knowing that they are reputable. The Latium solution? Well, the app contains a reputation rating, similar to the one that sites like eBay has. Once a job is complete, you simply rate the person who completed the task, and through an aggregation of these ratings, you can figure out if this individual is going to be a good fit for your required task or project. And now that we know a little bit about Latium, let's move on to our second question. What are the market conditions facing the project? This is actually the first ICO that I've heard of that has the goal of mobilizing the global workforce in a peer-to-peer manner, and especially in one that can have a one-to-many task structure as well. The project actually lists a few market inefficiencies that they hope to exploit. The first being that they point out that with the boom in popularity of cryptocurrency, the vast majority of people still have no idea what it is. And that is slowing mass adoption. Latium hopes that by introducing their application, they can speed up this process. If their platform is a viable alternative, then people may want to hop on Latium to get tasks done, and then they're going to have to buy cryptocurrency to do so. By eliminating a traditional third party, the person posting a task saves money, and the one completing the task sees a higher percentage of the fee going into their own pocket, just by eliminating middlemen. Another inefficiency that Latium points out is that there's a lack of mobilization of the global workforce. According to the white paper, currently labor markets are divided into pools based on local, regional, and national laws and regulations. These segmented pools of labor and liquidity hurt both employees and employers alike. As an employee, it can be very hard to find work and find a livable wage, depending on what location you live in. As an employer, it can be difficult or near impossible to find the right employee with the required skill set for the job if you're only restricted to a local labor market. Latium definitely makes a few good points on this issue, but there's still one major problem. There's a lot of regulations surrounding person-to-person tasks. For example, if you want to cut somebody's hair in the state of Illinois, you need a license for that. If you get caught providing the services without that license, you get in trouble. There is going to be a point where local regulations get directly in the way of the Latium platform, and there's going to be a battle. I do find myself asking, does Latium really need a cryptocurrency to operate? It really just seems like an app using geolocation to complete tasks, and since Latium is created and burned in real time, why not just use existing cash? Obviously, there's issues with fiat, and for non-in-person tasks, it's useful because of differences in currency. If you're working with somebody across the world, you can pay them in Latium and not have to worry about currency exchanges. However, I'm not sure how necessary having a token is for this project. And with that, let's move on to our third question. Who is the team behind the ICO? Latium has a full team, but the most prominent member is John McAfee. Yes, that John McAfee who made antivirus software that was everywhere. And that John McAfee who also made a bet that Bitcoin would eventually hit $500,000 per token. Lots of people have heard about McAfee's security, and he is obviously a foremost expert in cybersecurity. And he's out there front and center doing the media tour specifically for Latium. For some, this is an awesome thing. I mean, he's well known and clearly brilliant. However, some are not so excited, and for a very valid reason. McAfee is known for being a little mercurial. I'm not going to go into the details, but maybe check out the Showtime documentary on him before you do backflips about his involvement. Something to note about the Latium token sale, they've already had a whitelist sale and a pre-sale. So the ICO is actually the third round of funding. The general sale will open on November 28, 2017, and the general sale rate will be stuck at 2,000 Latium tokens per Ether. There's going to be a small volume bonus structure. They'll be released prior to the opening of the general sale, so check that out. That's just if you buy. The more tokens you buy, the higher bonus rate you will receive. And the total max cap of Ether raised from the whitelist sale and general sale is 70,000. Currently, one Ether is worth about $360, so the total cap for this sale will be roughly $25 million. Any token sale supply that's not sold during the general sale will be burned. The allocation of funds will be as follows. 40% will go to developers, 30% will go to marketing, 15% to security, 10% to data operations, just general stuff, and 5% to legal. And I really hope that adds up to 100%, otherwise I'm gonna get ripped apart in the comments. So that's our review on the Latium ICO. Definitely an interesting concept. However, there are a couple red flags. It's not your traditional decentralized application being one major issue. However, the idea could very well catch on just because dealing with these third parties to get tasks done, it's cumbersome and it's annoying, and dealing directly with a provider might make that easier. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please be sure to leave us a like by hitting that thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next hot ICO. Any questions, comments, feedback in general, throw those down below in the comments and we'll be happy to get back to you. This has been Jeremy of Blockchain WTF, and we'll see you next time.